Welcome back, everybody. Hope you're enjoying this beautiful day. It's a little cloud covered here in Ellisburg, PA, and we are checking out Knoebels owned Lake Glory Campground. One thing I'm going to say first is there are two different ways that you can come into this campground. That's the main road that passes Knoebels, and then you'll make a right into the campground. That is a larger road that can hold larger equipment, including your fifth wheels, your larger travel trailers, and your Class A, Class C motorhomes. This road here, as we're looking right here, comes in a side route, usually from New Media. I don't know the route number. There is a chance it will try and take you through a covered bridge. Do not go that way. Follow the signage, follow the main roads on your way in to Lake Glory. This is a year-round campground. You can't come in after Knoebels is open or closed for the season. They do not have any seasonal sites that I'm aware of. I'm not looking into that. But they do have some really nice sites, and it is a really nice campground. But this is not going to be like Knoebels campground that's at the park. This is a more basic campground. Doesn't have any activities. Pretty much it's just a drop and go from here so you can get yourself to the park. But that's okay if that's what you're looking for. Just a place that you can come in, relax, and enjoy your time, whether or not you're going to go to the park. They do have propane tanks for sale, and they do refills here. They do have firewood for sale. You got to buy it inside the main lobby. You can get a bag, which is in front of you, or you can stuff a bucket, take a bucket, fill it with as much firewood as you possibly can, and carry it on out of here. Looks like for this 2025 season, they're going to be opening Fireside Fare, which is going to have cheesesteaks, ice cream, pierogies, and anticipating more items. It's going to be these windows here on the outside of the store and office, so you can check that out when you stop by. Since this is a Knoebels owned campground, you do get little bits and pieces of Knoebels like Cosmo all over the campground. They have an outside check-in window for your convenience, so you don't have to go inside if you don't need to. They also sell ice, pay for that inside. There's a game room on the other side of the building. We'll go up and check that out after we go in and check out the office. Hello, how we doing?
How are you?
Good. You don't mind if I just walk around and take some video, do you? Thanks.
Are they going on TikTok or what?
YouTube. We have a small YouTube channel.
Oh, do we? Well, don't forget to get our friendly Camp Glory staff.
Oh, I really like the hoodies. They have a great look to them. Technically, this is in Catawissa, PA, not Ellisburg, PA. So keep that in mind when you're looking up your address. They got some really cool stuff. And just like Knoebels, everybody is extremely friendly. Look at those. I like those. They're really nice. Ooh, what do they got there? Looks like they got homemade sausages. Oh, they look really good. Beef sticks, ham, jalapeno and cheese dogs. They sound really good. They got lots of good stuff. This is a pretty stacked store. And don't forget, they have camping supplies over at Knoebels too. They have a store that's right next to the campground and one that's in the front by where you would park your car if you were going to be driving over. This is a really nice store. Lots of fishing gear if you forgot your fishing gear. Even fire starters and everything you need to make sure that you're having the best camping experience. That was awesome. Those ladies were so nice in there. Asked us our YouTube channel. They're going to check us out. Make sure you like and subscribe. Tell your friends. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers. We're getting there. I'm trying out a new toy. I got my gimbal going. I hope it's doing well for you guys and not too shaky, not too crazy. Just trying that out. Figured we'd try it on this walk around. But we're going to the back of the store now This is the main building as you come in. That's your main road up there that you would come in, bring in your camper or vehicle in. They do have cabins here. I'll show you where they're located and what they look like. They have rustic only, I believe, but I'll show you those. Cabins are pretty busy today, this week actually. Let's go check out the game room. So we got find a key. I like to find the keys. I never find a key though. Ooh, Rampage. That's going old school. That's awesome. Good old-fashioned Rampage. It's a nice little small game room that they have here. It's change, so make sure you bring your money. And it's all quarter-based. Going old school. No cards needed here. But this is your game room. It does get a little bit busy here on the main road with people coming in and out, going to the park. So keep that in mind if you want things a little bit quieter. Something over in this area might be more your tune. They have been going around and cutting down a lot of older dead trees. So it's been thinning things out. So during the hot summer months, you have a good chance of being in the sun. Like I said, the cabins are rustic only, I believe. They were pretty packed. Now we're here early season. It is only the first week of May. While we're here checking everything out, so we're in early. That's why you're seeing a lot of empty campsites. The park is open this weekend, but it's only open from like 12 to 7. We're gonna see if we can make our way over and check it out. I don't know if any of the cabins allow pets anymore. I know Knoebels has been kind of getting away from that. They can cause a ruckus. Now we're making our way down into the campground. We are going downhill. It is a pretty hefty, steady walk to get back up if you are all the way at the bottom, closer to the creek. It is a pretty hard walk going all the way up, and bike ride all the way up. So keep that in mind with your kids as you're bringing bikes. And if we're thinking about bringing bikes, this is a very hilly campground. You get to the bottom, it's not so bad, and they do have some flatter areas, so you have a good chance of being able to bike around. But it is hilly. You got some bigger hills that kids can really fly around on. But these are nice cabins. I think there's 15 total, if I counted correctly. As you come back down, there is a sign for restrooms and showers, and I'll show you what they look like. It is really interesting. The restrooms and the showers are separate, so the toilet will be in one spot and then the shower will be in another. Showers are free, you don't have to pay for those. There's also laundry at most of the shower areas, and a dishwashing sink if you're camping in a tent and you need a place to wash your dishes. We're going to come back out here to the main road and I'll show you the bathrooms. If we look up the hill from here, you can see the main office that we're just at. This is the hill we came down. If you pan to the right here, back there's the cabins, and this is the trail over here to the right that we just came out of. So we're gonna come back this way. I'll show you these sites here. There's quite a few sites as you step your way down from the main office. As you can see there, these are not full hookups. These are electric and water only. Some of them do have full hookups. They're kind of intermixed as you go through. I don't want to say that everything has something, because I can't guarantee it does. I'm not checking every single site. Make sure that you're checking their website. Their website is really good and it tells you everything you need to know. Kind of like that one there to your left is a hookup, but the one right here in front of us is not. So that could mess you up if you're trying to pick sites that you need a hookup for. As we turn around here, these are tent only sites. And then we'll go down and check out the bathrooms. As you see in front of us, the young lady is cleaning the bathroom. That's the toilets on the right hand side. Signs say toilets. And then here on the left, they say showers. So that'll just be your shower. I'll show you what they look like in a second. This is what your showers look like. It's just a push button shower. Concrete floor, has a bench, some hooks. Super simple, super easy to maintain. They are free, which is really, really nice. So you don't have to worry about paying $1 to get like a 30-second cold shower. They do have washer dryers. They are sitting outside here. They are $1.25 in quarters. I did see a money machine at the other bathroom that we were looking at. So they do give you change if you need change, or you can just go to the office and get change from there. Here's a change machine here. So it looks like every bathroom that they have washer dryer at, they do have a change machine for you. They also have sinks on the outside for you to wash your hands, because the toilets do not have a sink in there with them. This is the duck pond that has the fountain in it. There is another pond that you can fish in that does not have a fountain in it. I'll show you that one later. Now the geese and the ducks do nest here, so just be aware of that. There is a chance that if they have gooselings or ducklings, they might be a little bit more aggressive, more territorial. So just make sure that you're watching your kiddos. These are some really nice sites here. Like I said, they're going through and they're knocking down some older dead trees, so it's starting to open up a little bit more than it has been. But as they're doing that, they're also planting some newer trees, which is helpful. Especially, it can get pretty hot over here in the summertime. This is the bottom section. We are all the way at the bottom. We're going to be closer to a creek that runs through, or a stream that runs through the backside of the campground. We like this area. It's a lot calmer down here. The kids can ride bikes down here. There's no big hills. If you want to get up to the main office or up to the store, it is a bigger hill to climb, but it's really nice down here and it's quieter. And also this is where you can pick up the shuttle to go to the park. As we get down here at the bottom, you do got some pretty close campsites. This is all the way at the bottom to the left-hand side if you're looking at the map. Here we're at 70, 72. These are nice. You can do some really good group camping down here. These are water and electric only. These are really nice at the end of the season. Kind of tuck yourself over here. Nobody really bothers you. Watch some football, drink some beer, enjoy yourself. There is private property beyond that line, so just be aware of that. If you're trying to get down to the creek, you are close to private property. You'll see orange tags hanging to kind of dictate where Knoebels ends and the private property starts. We're going to loop around this way and go check out our sites. Back there behind 5250, you do have some more tent sites. They are right up against the water, which is really nice. There is a no trespassing sign down there. Like I said, because there is private property down behind that tree line. So they just want to make sure that you're not going on somebody's private property. As we come around, these are our sites here. If we look to the right here, that's site 46. That has the shed behind it. At one time, you used to be able to rent that out. I don't know if you can rent that out anymore. We've had birthday parties and stuff there, which was really nice. That's our camper there. And then I'll show you the best site on property. This seriously is the best site on property, we think, because you get to back up to this. Seriously, this honestly is the best site because you have all of this. Go ahead, jump up. It's raining right now, so I'm sitting in the truck, but one of the nice things about camping here is they have a shuttle that goes from here to the park. So you don't have to drive over yourself. These are stocked waters. The creek that's here is stocked by the Pennsylvania Game Commission. So you do have to have a license if you want to do fish in these waters here. Plus, they do allow folks to walk in that are not staying at the campground. So you will see people walking in and just fishing in the streams, especially early season. These are the sites that we got. The site we were just looking at was my in-laws. And then this is our camper here. And this is our friend's camper. The towers is right there. And we jack and jilled them, kinda. Take the whole corner. Nice thing about this campground is they kind of let you set your camper up as long as you're not damaging anything in a way that suits you and your needs. We absolutely love this site because you get the creek side right there, and we pull the camper in backwards, so you actually face the creek as soon as you walk out, which is really nice, instead of kind of putting it in sideways like you're supposed to. Because if you put it in the correct way, you would only be looking at this. That's not what you want to look at. That's not what I want to look at. Like looking at the water. There are lots of geese and ducks that like to stay in the pond and stream that's here, so just be ready for that. They can get pretty territorial, especially when it's mating season or when they have gooselings or ducklings. So keep your kids on their toes. Make sure they're not bothering them too much. Here is the dump station all the way at the bottom. You can fit 2 people next to each other, so you can dump twice, but it's basic dump setup. You got your hose, you got your inlets. At the bottom here by the stream, they did put in this nice new park. Lots of sand, so be ready for that if your kiddos come down and play. Across from the new park that they just put in, this is where you'll pick up the shuttle that'll take you over to Knoebels. They do have a list of what times it runs. It's not always available. They will take you to and from the park, and there's also a park map here if you're interested in looking at what the park looks like before you make your way over. Here are some campsites right behind the duck pond that's over here. We got some campsites. This is more of your tent or group camping. You can see they have electric, they have fire rings, but that's it. You're just out in the open, enjoying your camping. There's a nice row of campers down here. This is closer to the bottom. We'll swing around and look at where we're camping at. That's our campers over there. And if we come back around, going towards the campground, going up towards the main road, you have this row here. Right here is your tent group camping. And then we're gonna come around and swing this way. And now we got some back in camping sites. And then if you look over here to your left, we have some walk-in tent sites that are right up against the pond that they have here. You can fish this pond. They do got sunnies, some bass. We've got catfish in here, but they bite intermittently. They do have benches set up so you can do some fishing. This is permit fishing, so you do need a permit. You gotta go and stop in the office. No swimming, no boating here. As we leave the pond and make our way back up towards the hill, we're coming back to the main cabin. This is where you're gonna check in. This is where you're gonna bring your vehicles in as you come in to start your camping experience. Thank you for spending time with us, checking out the campground. This was a quick walk around of Lake Glory, a Knoebels owned campground. Hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, subscribe. Check out our other videos, including all of our other campground walkarounds. And as always, make today your best day. Bye.